What's up, guys? It is week one. I'm ready to go for week one. I'm really excited for this week. I like the team. It was fun team build with it. So I'm just gonna go through a quick overview of the team I built. Here it is right here. Actually, let me do the poke base. That's probably a better look. Easier to view that. There's a team I've got. Surprisingly, no Garchomp this week. Even though it was my round 2 pick. No Garchomp, I did consider it, but I'll get into the team here in just a second. This is Art's team. We're battling Artski. So this is what he's got. He's got some threatening stuff. Ursaluna Blood Moon, really scary. Ogerpon, really scary. Really solid defense, of course, stuff like Zapdos, Metagross, Clefable. Hydreigon as a Terra Captain is pretty cool. I don't know. I haven't seen anything like crazy from it in IPDL, but I think it's a solid Terra Captain without, he doesn't really have anything earlier in the draft that's a great Terra Captain. I'm glad he chose that and not Garganacl because I hate that thing and I think it's terrible. And I think it is a waste of a Terra Captain spot. I think Hydreigon's infinitely better. So I like that for him. So let's get into the team matchup. Here's the matchup here. Nothing super obvious stuck out in terms of weaknesses. Overall, really nice spread on his type chart and everything. The speed is kind of nice. His fastest Pokemon is Ogerpon at base 110, so that's really nice for Tornadus and Greninja to just naturally outspeed everything. So it makes it a lot easier for me trying to, revenge kill or sweep with those. I don't even need any speed boosts for him. So really nice and helpful for those guys. That's really the main thing. He's not really missing anything on removal or hazard setting. Everything else looks pretty standard spread on everything. He's got a lot of Stealth Rock setters, so I definitely made sure to bring Glamora for removing. He's got a few hazard removers as well. I do like the matchup Golden Go had here, so that was one part of the team was bringing Golden Go for spin blocking against these guys. Obviously, Donphan gives a little difficulty, but I'm running an air balloon, so that helps. My thought process going into this was basically really the first two things I decided on was Sylveon and Blaziken. Sylveon has really good matchups against a lot of things on this team. It can wall break incredibly well with the choice specs. Not very many things can switch into it. So he's got 3 things that resist Fairy, Metagross, Volcanion, and Tentacruel. All of them, if they're especially bulky, they can take the hit. But if they're offensive, which Metagross and Volcanion could be, that it could go either way for those two. They could get 2-hit KO'd if they're offensive. Like it's a possible 2-hit KO with Hyper Voice. So even though they resist it, it still does a ton of damage. If they're bulky sets or Assault Vest sets especially, they can take it much more easily, of course. I like the matchup the rest of my team has on those offensively, and they don't have reliable recovery either, so they're going to have a tough time staying healthy to check it. Same thing with Tentacruel. Tentacruel's the other thing that can take that hit. It's going to have a hard time staying healthy against Sylveon as well, so it's not super reliable. Of course, it can take the hit, but it gets chipped down pretty easily. I've got... Sylveon's got a nice matchup on some of the reliable healing Pokemon like Zapdos, Ursaluna, Clefable, Garganacl. These things that are gonna be able to heal themselves regularly and like to spam Roost or Recover or whatever. Sylveon has a nice matchup. It can take those special attacks, especially the weaker special attacks from stuff like Zapdos, a defensive Zapdos, I should specify. It can take that hit pretty well. So, Hyper Voice is a 2-hit KO. It takes I think at worst, defensive Zapdos is like a 4 or 5-hit KO with Hurricane or Thunderbolt. So Sylveon really looks nice pivoting into some of these weaker threats. Stuff like Zapdos, Clefable, Donphan, if it's defensive Donphan, Cryogonal, Garganical, things that aren't going to be hitting it super hard. So really nice wall breaker. I've got coverage on it as well. I've got Shadow Ball, which hits the Metagross super effectively, and I've got Psyshock, which hits the Tentacruel super effectively. So if I predict well and kill them with that, then that works out well. But even without predicting, Hyper Voice hits insanely hard. It's going to be really hard for... let me actually go full screen. There we go. That's better. That's probably better view for you guys. So yeah, I really like the Sylveon in this matchup. So that was one of the first things I decided on. Blaziken was the other one that I really liked as well. It has really nice matchups against most of the team. There's only a couple of things that can take hits from it. Really Zapdos and Donphan, because they're natural physical bulk, they can take those hits decently well, and they're only neutral stab hits. It's still kind of tough because Zapdos is 2-hit KO'd by a Flare Blitz. And Donphan, depending on the moveset, could be 2-hit KO'd. If it's running like a Rocky Helmet or something instead of Leftovers, it can get a 2-hit KO by Blaziken's stab moves. So I'm running Adamant Life Orb Blaziken for maximum damage. And it does really, really good job wall breaking. And it's a possible cleanup and sweep Pokemon as well for me here. So obviously immediately threatens that Metagross, which Sylveon has some trouble with. Volcanion and Tentacruel, of course, they can take fire moves, and Tentacruel can take fighting moves as well. But it still does about half to Tentacruel, and Tentacruel doesn't have reliable recovery. So again, between Sylveon and Blaziken, I think Tentacruel and Volcanion going to be whittled down pretty heavily, and he's going to have a hard time checking them consistently. So hopefully they can break their checks between the two of them, so that one or the other can, finish off the kills. After that, I really like the Greninja set as well. So Greninja looked really nice. I originally had a Battle Bond Greninja. I liked that better offensively, but I had to throw the Scarf on here. I needed something to be able to revenge kill Ogerpon reliably. Without Scarf on Greninja or Tornadus, I don't have a really super great way to revenge kill Ogerpon. Obviously, it's going to hit really hard, and if it Terras, it gets a speed increase. So I need to be able to outspeed it with something with a Scarf like Greninja or Tornadus. So that's why I threw that on Greninja. Greninja still has really good offensive matchups with the Scarf and not running Battle Bond. And actually, obviously, a couple of things like Ice Beam and Extra Sensory are going to be better than they would be on a Battle Bond. But a lot of the moves really are going to just hit a lot of things hard. Ice Beam is probably the best one. Hits these first three super effectively. Also hits Hydreigon, Donphan super effectively. Dark Pulse for the Metagross. I've got Extra Sensory for the Tentacruel and Annihilate. And what's the last one? Surf. Surf I threw on for Garganical. I didn't really want to do U-turn on Greninja. I think it's a little bit risky considering the Zapdos was static. I really don't think it's worth the risk of getting static on Greninja. Getting that paralysis would be brutal, and I'd rather just forego the pivot move on it. So I'm just going for 4 regular old attacks on Greninja here. After those 3 offensive Pokemon, of course, Sylveon's bulky and can tank some special hits from defensive stuff or things that it resists, but I needed a bit more on the defensive side of the team. So I've got Assault Vest Tornadus and I've got a physically defensive Golden Go. So Assault Vest Tornadus is going to be checking the Ursaluna and Hydreigon primarily. I've got Bleak Wind Storm, of course, for a strong stab move, U-turn for pivoting, and Heat Wave and Grass Knot for coverage. So Heat Wave, it hits Metagross, which helps, so it's not walled by Metagross. The Tornadus, of course, has a couple other options to hit Metagross super effectively. The main reason I picked it over anything else is for a Terra Steel Hydreigon. Being that it says Terra Captain, Terra Steel is very common for Hydreigon to remove several resistances, namely Fairy. So, he may try to set up a substitute and nasty plot against my Sylveon if I'm locked into a Fairy move. Fairy moves from, or the Hyper Voice specifically from Sylveon, still does about 40 to 50% to Hydreigon, even if it's resisted. So not that bad. But I wanted to be sure Tornadus isn't walled by it, because Tornadus is going to be my main switch into Hydreigon. So I need to be able to hit it if he's Terra Steel. So I've got Heat Wave on there primarily for that reason. Again, it also helps with Metagross. And then Grass Knot is a really nice option to hit several of the bulky things like Ursaluna, Donphin, and Garganacl super effectively. So all three of those get 2-hit KO'd at worst. At best, it could be a 1-hit KO. Like if Donphin or Ursaluna are running like a offensive spread or something, Grass Knot could be a 1-hit KO. And I'm running Terra Grass on Tornadus, so getting that increase in damage from Terra Grass could be helpful to guarantee a kill that I wouldn't otherwise have. Terra Grass is also helpful. I wanted a Terra type that would remove the weakness to rocks, because I'm not running Boots on Tornadus. I'm running Assault Vest, and I do have Glimmora for removal, but just in case, I didn't want to keep that weakness to rocks, just in case. So Terra Grass helps with that, removes that weakness. At least it's taking a little bit less damage than it would if rocks are there. And Terra Grass also still resists Ogerpon. Ogerpon's grass moves, so it can still help out there. It's not making it weaker to Ogerpon. Like if I went Terra Ground, I did consider something like Terra Ground. Better matchups on a couple of things, but I like grass better to stay resistant to Ogerpon's grass moves. And I've got a physically bulky Golden-Go. This is my main check to Ogerpon. I think my team does a good job of threatening Ogerpon and not really allowing it good opportunities to come in for free. So he's not really going to have any setup opportunities. Blaziken and Greninja are going to outspeed and Revenge Kill. Of course, assuming Blaziken's got a speed boost first, they'll outspeed and Revenge Kill. Tornadus is already faster and kills with super effective attacks. Sylveon gets a possible 1-hit KO. Depends on the bulk on Ogerpon, but possible 1-hit KO if it's a frail one. I think, maybe not. Maybe it's a 2-hit KO, but still, it's not like Ogerpon can sit in there for free against Sylveon. And then Glimmora, again, also does a lot of damage to it. So it's not like Ogerpon has any easy matchups. But Golden-Go is here to switch into it if I need to. Resist Grass. Knockoff does do a lot. If he does Sword Stance, it's possible Knockoff gets a 1-hit KO on Golden-Go. I'm kind of okay with it. Golden-Go is kind of just here to pivot into stuff if I need to. It also helps with Annihilate and Metagross, pivoting into those physical attacks. So, I don't know. Golden-Go is kind of just going to come in and maybe be a sacrifice. Prevent Rapid Spin, of course, from Donphan, Tentacruel, and Cryogonal. But it's not something I have to keep alive. Running Nasty Plot, I thought about Thunder Wave on it. He's got a lot of things immune to Thunder Wave. Ursaluna, Zapdos, Donphan, and Garganacl, all immune to Thunder Wave. So I don't know if Nasty Plot's really going to come into play, but I've got it in case it's helpful. The speed on it is so it can outspeed an Adamant Max Speed Metagross, and then just threw the rest into the bulk. And then finally we've got Glimmora. Glimmora is my setter for hazards and removal for hazards. I considered a Garchomp in this spot. I did really like Garchomp at first, but I didn't have any removal without Glimmora, so I swapped it for Glimmora. And I really like this Power Herb with Meteor Beam set. It does really, really good damage. All of his things that resist rock, except for Annihilate, all of the things that resist rock are their special defense isn't very good. So Ursaluna, Metagross, Donphan take a lot of damage from even a resisted Meteor Beam. And Metagross is weak to Earthquake, so it gets KO'd by Earthquake Earth Power. So it gets KO'd by Earth Power if I need to hit that instead. So I really like the Glimmora in the matchup. So opted for that. Gameplay going into this one really is going to be Wall Break with Sylveon and Glimmora, maybe Blaziken, And then, clean up with Greninja and Blaziken. Tornadus and Goldigo really are just going to be in here for pivoting around against checks that I need them to. If they get kills, then that's fantastic, but I'm not going to be relying on them. The more offensive stuff like Greninja, Blaziken, Sylveon, and Clamora are going to be doing more of the heavy lifting, I think. So, there's the team. I will be with you in just a minute to do our battle. It is time for the battle. See, I don't know if my OBS... I don't think my damage calculator thing's working, so we'll go without it this episode. I changed up my setup a little bit since last season, so it's doesn't seem to be working. Anyway, let's see on the matchup. He's got Ursaluna, Ogerpon, Zapdos, Volcanion, Donphan, Hydreigon. Okay. So Sylveon looks incredibly good here. The Volcanion's the only way to take a hit from it at all. I do really like that. I don't know what he's gonna lead with. Could lead with like Ogerpon, Zapdos, Donphan probably is my guess. That's my best guess anyway. I don't know. I really like Greninja. Honestly, if I can kill Volcanion, Greninja hits everything else super effectively with Ice Beam. He's Terra Fairy Hydreigon. So, alright. This is going to be neutral to Greninja's Ice Beam, so you're going to be Terras with that. It's still neutral. Greninja looks insanely strong here. Okay, so he brought both the special attackers, Hydreigon and Ursaluna, so Tornadus is going to be solid for that. Goldigo going to be nice against the Donphan and Ogerpon. I really like the Blaziken. I think he's going to have a really tough time against the Blaziken. Okay, so I think I may lead with Sylveon. I don't know if he really has a great way to check it. Hyper Voice is a possible KO on Ursaluna unless he's got unless he's got some special bulk. It's possible when it KO on Ogerpon, possible when it KO on Zapdos. Well, offensive Zapdos. On defensive Zapdos too, KO. When it KOs Donphan, that's kind of the thing. If you didn't have Donphan, I'd probably lead with Clamora because I really like Clamora's matchup here, and I think the Donphan is probably going to be more likely because of Clamora. So I'm going to lead with Sylveon. I like its matchup regardless of what he leads. Oh, led with Zapdos. Okay. All right. So he could go Volcanion. I kind of just want to see what he does. If it's like a utility attacker, it's a possible 2-hit KO from Hyper Voice. So, shit, Terra Fairy would be nutty. Alright, we just go for Hyper Voice. Do as much damage as we can. Volt Switch, that's a defensive Zapdos then. Based on that damage. Okay. So it's pretty bulky then. That didn't do much damage. Let's see. It did 29%. It might be Assault Vest, actually. I think it is. I think he is Assault Vest. He's either Assault Vest with Special Attack Investment, or he is specially defensive spread with a Careful Nature. Even if he's Assault Vest, I do 2-hit KO it. I'm not sure who I want to switch to here. If I want to go for Tornadus and just go for a Bleak Wind Storm and keep Sylveon healthy, or if I want to just stay in with Sylveon, because honestly, if I can get this Volcanion low enough, Or kill it. Like, okay, so rocks. I'm thinking he's probably Assault Vest. Meaning if I get Stealth Rock up, then this thing can't really switch in well. Maybe I stay in, expect him to switch. I don't know what he's going to do. I 3-hit KO him at worst. If I get this thing low enough, then that's really helpful for Blaziken and Greninja. Especially Greninja. If I kill it, Greninja hits everything super effectively with Ice Beam. Is it worth it to take the damage? I mean, Sylveon can pivot into some of the other stuff and get some really good wall breaking against them as well. So I don't know if it's worth losing that extra health. I go Tornadus, but Tornadus didn't really threaten Volcanion well. I definitely can't risk Blaziken or Greninja taking unnecessary damage here. I think I may just go for the Hyper Voice. I'm gonna go for it. God damn, that burn sucked. I did 46%. Jesus Christ. Damn. Honestly, yeah, just, I mean, okay, this is the goal of Sylveon, like, to wall break for Blaziken and Greninja. Obviously, it hits Zapdos really well, but so does Glimmora and Greninja with Ice Beam. If I get Hazards up, I think I just do as much damage as I can to this. The only way he heals with this thing is Rest. Pretty sure he's Assault Vest. No, he's Assault Vest, so he can't Rest, so yeah. Get this thing chipped down enough and Greninja can kill. Blaziken, it's already in range for Blaziken to kill with close combat. Yeah, maybe I switch to Tornadus. Getting a burn on Tornadus would be really rough. I just go for the Hyper Voice, fuck it. Do your wall breaking job, Sylveon. He missed! Holy shit! Well, that's incredibly good for me. I just click Hyper Voice now. Oh my god, well that was really lucky. Sylveon stays around another turn. I mean, presumably he's gonna have to go to like Ogerpon to revenge kill. I guess Zapdos could. He could full switch with Zapdos. Okay, he's gonna Ogerpon. I probably just let him get the kill and Hyper Voice just in case he gets greedy and goes for a Sword Stance. I don't think there's any reason to go to anything else here. Yeah, just let him do it. All right, so let's see. I really want to get Rocks up, but it's not a huge deal. Okay, so Rocks would actually be huge because then it breaks Donphan's Sturdy, which is incredible for Greninja and Blaziken trying to revenge, or not, trying to sweep. Okay. I don't know if it has Stompy Tantrum, though, if I don't know its moveset or item. It's pretty risky to do that, so it might be better to just go to Golden Go or Tornadus. Tornadus does let this thing out right away, which is really helpful. I can also get the Terra with Tornadus right away. Let's do that. Let's Terra Grass and see what. Well, I don't know. I don't want to risk him bringing in a Zapdos. I do have Golden Go pretty safe here, but I want to be able to make sure I can spin block against Donphan. I could go to Blaziken and just start firing off attacks, honestly. Like, what's he going to do? What's he going to switch to? Zapdos or Donphan? Like, they're 2-hit KO'd by a Flare Blitz. Maybe I just do that, and then Greninja cleans up. Like, if I get some chip damage on Zapdos and break Sturdy on Donphan, then Blaziken cleans, or Greninja cleans up really well as well. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do that, I think. Because Stompy Tantrum does not one-hit KO. He's not Life Orb. Stompy Tantrum doesn't one-hit KO. Let's go play this again. We just go for the attack. Do I sword stand? No, I don't want to sword stand. I don't want to risk him going for like a Trailblaze or something. Yeah. We just go for the Flare Blitz. Do Terra Grass. Oh, we have a U-turn. Okay. Non-fan. Okay. Holy fuck. That's a lot of damage. Okay. Do I go close combat? Probably. Or is he going to Zapdos? It's a defensive Zapdos, but I don't know if it's physically... It might be especially defensive. He did have especially defensive... Or, well, he had Assault Vest Volcanion. I did take a lot of damage from Flare Blitz. I think I just go for it. Yeah. Now I can get rocks up, and they're gonna stay up if I have a good opportunity. Like if I can get Glimmora in against a Zapdos, that's a good opportunity to get rocks up, and they stay up. And rocks helps because it lets me guarantee some more. Dude, I think I just say fuck it. I go for a Flare Blitz here. It does 55 to 65%. Is he gonna roost? What's he gonna do? I mean, okay, so if he Volt Switches, I guess I would die from the recoil. He might just roost. Maybe I just go Glimmora. Expect him to roost. I think we do that, honestly. Or do I? Okay. So if he's going to play it slow and safe, he's going to roost here because I'm going to die from the recoil from Flare Blitz. Or he could just go for an attack. If I go for a Sword Stance and he goes for Roost, then I want to get a Zapdos on the next turn. I think I just go for that. Yeah, we fucking do it. He went Volt Switch. Okay, fair enough. Greninja still does 70 to 84% on it with Ice Beam. Let's see what he goes to here. Again, I'd really like to get Glimmora in. A Dragon? Okay. Do I go Tornadus? I think I really like Tornadus here. Dragon, I guess, could have Earth Power, right? I don't know if he'd have Earth Power or if he'd do Flash Cannon. Flash Cannon... Does it get a kill with a Life Orb set? Life Orb does not get a 1-hit KO. It does get Earth Power, though. And Earthquake. Oh, it doesn't get Earth Power, does it? Doesn't get Earth Power anymore? Dang. Oh, yeah, it does. Why is this page? Oh, there it is. Okay. It does get Earth Power. Shit, I don't know, man. Do I want to go for Glimmora and try to get that? He'd have to be Life Orb. I mean, a little bit of... Alright, so let me see. He's Terra Fairy. If he Terras... Greninja, best a 2-hit KO on it. Do I go to Tornadus and just go for Bleak Wind Storm? Tornadus also, I kind of wanted to check their Saluna too. I don't know, man. Both of my wall breakers are dead now. Golungo is nice against the Ogerpon and Ursaluna. It's decent against a defensive Zapdos. Do I go for the Glimmora? What's he gonna do? Do I go for Glimmora and like bait out an Earth Power or something and see it, like try to bait out what item he has? See if he specs or setup or something. I mean, oh shit. Gomorrah does die to a Draco Meteor if it's Life Orb or Specs. If he Dracos. Alright, fuck it. We go Tornadus. I go for a Bleak Wind. If he Nasty Plots, he could get the kill with one hit after if he's Life Orb. Choice Specs Draco does 58. Dark Pulse. Oh, he's Scarfed. Okay. Well, that's easy to deal with then. Damn. That's speed drop. Lucky. He's Scarfed. Okay. Alright, so he's low enough health for Greninja to kill with Ice Beam if he doesn't Terra. If he does Terra, it's a 2-hit KO with Ice Beam. 3-hit KO? What the hell? For real? Oh no, that's Terra Steel. Calc had the wrong one. Terra Fairy, yeah, it's the 2-hit KO. Okay. If I get Rocks up, that'd be great. You're gonna stay in? You're just gonna go Zapdos. I'm gonna U-turn. He went Zapdos. Please don't paralyze me. That would really suck. Oh, thank God. Let's go. Okay, we go Glamora. And get Rocks up. If I get Rocks up, Hydreigon takes 12.5%, so it puts it down below half. Does that put it in range for Ice Beam to kill it? Maybe. It's at 60%, so it takes 12.5, puts it at 47.5. It would be a roll for Ice Beam. Okay. I go for Stealth Rock. I mean, I assume he's gonna go to like Ursaluna or something, probably. We get Rocks up. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of damage. What the fuck, man? You did, okay. Alright, we just go for Meteor Beam, dude. No, I don't want to do I Terra? Wait, if I Terra, I get a kill on this with Meteor Beam. That'd be kind of crazy, dude. Holy shit. Ogerpon obviously revenge kills easily. And Hydreigon is Choice Scarf. Hydreigon gets a revenge kill with Draco Meteor, Earth Power, or Flash Cannon. So, I could get the kill on this for sure, which is nice. It'd be kind of helpful, but okay, so do I need it for Golden Go? If I kill this, Golden Go doesn't need Terra. Terra Ghost is really only helpful against Ursaluna and Donphan. Donphan's already dead, Ursaluna would already be dead. So it doesn't matter if I have Terra for Golden Go. For Tornadus, Terra Grass, I mean, Terra Grass is really just for Grass not boosting its damage, which I hope on Ursaluna and Donphan, but they'd both be dead if I Terra here and get the kill on Ursaluna. Okay, let me make sure on Ursaluna. I mean, that's a bulky one. It's a roll. It depends on how much bulk he has. I got Rocks up already. I'm not going to Terra with Greninja because then I can't get Protein to boost Ice Beam. So that's definitely off the table. It's really between Tornadus and Glamorra. I don't think Tornadus with Terra Grass really helps. Makes it resistant to the electric moves from Zapdos, but then it'd be weak to Hurricane. So, of course, I don't know if he has Hurricane, but I don't know if it's worth it. I think I Terra here and get the Meteor Beam. Holy shit. That thing's bulky as fuck. Jesus Christ. God damn, dude. It only did 73%? Jesus Christ. That's got to be like already... Alright, let me get rid of the boost. Is leftovers. It's got no speed for sure. I did 73? Jesus, so it's not modest. It's got to be like careful. Yeah, and I think that's a high roll on careful, max HP, and special defense. High roll there. According to the calc, even if he's max HP, oh wait, no, with the boost now, Earth Power wouldn't get the kill. Do I go Mortal Spin to poison it? Just in case? Damn, that kind of sucks. I mean, if he heals... Damn. Kind of sucks Blaziken's dead now. Mortal Spin would give me poison guaranteed on it just in case he goes for a heal or something like that. I mean, if I Meteor Beam and he heal, if he heals here, I get Meteor Beam and do another 50%, keep it in check. But I think I lose this. It does have a damn. I mean, I wasn't totally expecting max special defense on Ursaluna. I didn't expect a little bit more offensive split. It could Moonlight, yeah. I expected a more offensive split or some physical bulk, but I guess it doesn't really need it. I mean, Earth Power's a roll. Wait, no, that's with another boost. No, damn, I do 23 to 27. Jesus Christ, man. This might be game over, dude. Jesus. I think I go for the Mortal Spin just to poison it. Do I? Is that what I go for? Damn. That sucks. I'm not sure what to do here. I was expecting to surprise him, but he surprised me with an insane special defense maximum with Calm Mind as well. Do I go for another Meteor Beam? I mean, they keep it in check. There we go for it. Is he going to go for a heal? He did go Moonlight, so yeah. Alright, we Meteor Beam it. Oh my god. Well, GG. That's game over. Jesus Christ. Oh, nasty plot. I don't think it matters. Make it rain does about half. I don't know if I should have said GG yet, but Jesus, man. That fucking sucks. If he has... That's Hyper Voice. If he has Vacuum Wave... I am faster still, so... Blood Moon, Jesus. Okay, so we didn't have... Got my Moonlight, Earth Power, Blood Moon. Alright, we go for Make It Rain. Oh my god! What is the... Am I just fucking up the couch or something? What the hell? Okay. All right. All right, I think we just go Greninja. Yeah. Greninja gets the kill on Ogerpon. On Ursaluna. If it's not Boots Ogerpon for sure. Gets 2 kill on Zapdos. Kills that. Alright, we go Greninja. Go for Ice Beam. He has to Terra to not die to this Ice Beam. And I know he's Scarfed, so I just go Tornadus. Oh my god. Well, damn, that was lucky of me. I guess it's gone both ways. He missed what? Steam Eruption and Draco Meteor, and I missed a Meteor Beam, so it's gone both ways. A little bit skewed in my favor right now, I think, but let's see what... He didn't... Dude, I would have killed the Hydreigon with Ice Beam. He doesn't know I'm Scarfed. It didn't even suspect a Scarf. He didn't Terra. He already Terra... Bro, I would have... Oh my god, I'm so fucking dumb. Why did I not... What am I doing? I'm throwing. He already Terra'd with Ogerpon. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, I hate Terra's mechanic. Fucking sucks. Greninja would have got the kill. It would reveal that I'm Scarfed, I guess, but that doesn't really fucking matter. Does it? Not really. Let's fucking U-turn. I'll take it. Regenerator. Oh, okay. U-turn, get some damage. Go Greninja. We go Ice Beam. To KO Zapdos. KO's Ogerpon if he's not Boots. It's guaranteed if he's not Boots. Now he knows I'm Scarfed. If he's not Boots, no, if he's not Boots on Ogerpon, I get the kill here. Boots Zapdos, but he doesn't want to KO me. He got Thunder Wave or something, maybe. That'd really fucking suck. That's the only thing that would really hurt me is if he goes for a Thunder Wave. Cheetah could be. He's only revealed Volt Switch so far. I mean, standard Volt Switch Hurricane Thunder Wave Roost set. $71 to 84%. I don't even know what set this thing is running because I've done no damage to it. I think I don't want to risk it, man. I don't know what I'm going to do, though. He went Heat Wave? Okay, alright. So that does make sense, but... Alright. That's okay. That does make sense why he would do that. I go for Heat Wave. Burn would be pretty nice. Zapdos is at 75 now. Does Ice Beam kill it? There's a roll to kill it now. It's a 75% chance to kill it. He should have stayed in and installed with Roost. He should have stayed in and installed with Roost and Heat Wave. Assuming his last move is probably Hurricane, and just didn't want to go for an accurate move, he should have stayed in and just stalled out until I died. Okay. I go for a Bleak Wind Storm, I guess. Or do I... These leftovers, not Boots, okay. Do I just go for a fucking U-turn? Or do I go for a Bleak Wind Storm? Bleak Wind Storm would possibly kill it. If I U-turn, I get a slow U-turn. No, he can kill me now. I'm low health. He can't kill me with a Trailblaze, can he? No. I don't think he'd be greedy enough to go for a Trailblaze. He's U-turn Ivy Cudgel, so maybe not going to run Trailblaze. Maybe knock off Encore or something. Let's go for a Bleak Wind. He went U-turn. Ah, damn it, man. I should have gone for a fucking U-turn too. Fuck. Oh, god damn it. I fucked my chances. He went for the Roost. God damn it. Oh, fuck. If I U-turned and went to Greninja. I could finish this with Ice Beam. I don't know if there's any way I win this. A burn would be really helpful. Damn it, man. I should have gone for a fucking U-turn. I would have won. I would have won it right fucking there. God damn it. I misplayed that. Okay. Zapdos is 100, so damn. I think. Oh. I don't think it matters though, does it? What's he gonna do here? I change the ice type. Heat Wave's not a guaranteed kill. Holy shit. Unless he's got some weird special attack investment, Heat Wave's not a guaranteed kill on me. I go for a U-turn. Okay. Greninja. Ice Beam. Ice Beam it up, baby. Spiky Shield. Okay. I mean, it doesn't matter. Special attack. Unless he's got quite a bit of special attack investment, he doesn't kill with Heat Wave. Let's go. I could have won this so long ago if I fucking remembered that Greninja had, or that he already used Terra and Greninja would be able to kill a Hydreigon regardless. I would have done that a while ago, I think, because I totally misplayed. Like, I ended up winning. Thankfully, it worked out in my favor, but man. All right, y'all. Well, that was a good way to start off the season. I'm going to get that replay posted in Discord, and I'll be back with a battle review or recap, however you want to call it, in just a second. Oh my god, that was so painful to watch again. That battle was so painful because I made so many, well, not many, but I made several huge mistakes that I almost lost because of, and somehow I still won. I got lucky that it worked out that way. I think my team building was great. My team building and my overall game plan and strategy going into the battle, I think was 10 out of 10. No notes. My execution in the battle was probably a 5 out of 10. I played really poorly because of a couple of huge mistakes. So, first of all, the first big mistake I made was not understanding in the damage calculator when you are calculating the damage for Meteor Beam, it already automatically applies the +1 damage in the calculator without actually having to do a +1 on that stat. So when I was doing damage calculations, both in team building beforehand and in the battle with my Glamora, I was looking at it with a +1 higher than it really should be for the matchups. So there's obviously, I expected to get that kill on Ursaluna because of that, and I didn't, or at least get a really close chance to get the kill on Ursaluna. But it did a lot less damage than I expected. Still did a lot of damage for a resistant hit. Terra Rock Meteor Beam did like 75% Ursaluna, which is it was a bulky set, and it's a resistance. However, it was not as bulky as I was thinking at the time because it was just 252 HP, 252 special attack modest. He showed me the set later. So yeah, it was a more normal, bulkier Ursaluna set, and I the misplay of the calculator with Meteor Beam led to me misplaying and misreading things even further against that Ursa Luna. So on the next turn, after I hit that Meteor Beam, it was down to, I think after Leftovers Recovery, it was like 33%. Earth Power would have got a KO. I did the calculation. Earth Power would have killed it there too. So I could have just killed it with Glamora, and then Glamora would still be alive against Zapdos, Ogerpon, and Hydreigon. And that would have saved me some trouble. I wouldn't have had to bring in Golden Go. Golden Go ended up dying. I brought in Golden Go, got 2 nasty plots, and got Ursaluna down low health, and then Revenge Killed with Greninja. But if I had done that, I would have had Golden Go, Greninja, Glamora, and Tornadus 4 against his 3, Ogerpon, Zapdos, and Hydreigon. And what it ended up instead being was 2 against 4. I had just Greninja and Tornadus against his 4. So that is one big mistake that led to another mistake in mishandling of countering the Ursaluna. And then I made another big mistake by several times when I mentioned it and thought about it, not realizing he had already Terra'd with the Ogerpon, and I was playing as if he still had Terra available because he could Terra with Hydreigon to Terra Fairy, so Ice Beam's not super effective. Whereas if I had realized he already Terra'd with Ogerpon, Greninja outspeeds everything, hits everything super effectively with Ice Beam, and KOs everything. Like at that point, after Greninja killed that Ursaluna, I could have just kept Greninja in. It would have swept the whole team. It would have 1-8 KO'd Hydreigon, Ogerpon, and Zapdos from there. I think, well, it would have been a 2-8 KO on Zapdos. And to be fair, I probably would have switched out on the Zapdos for fear of a Thunder Wave until he revealed he had Heat Wave. So I think I probably would have played that similarly how I ended up playing it later. So that's another minor thing that, you know, maybe Greninja wouldn't have been like total sweep, but it still, I think, probably would have been way easier. Wouldn't have had to sack. What did I sack against Hydreigon? I didn't sack anything, actually. I brought Tornadus in. I got lucky he missed a Draco Meteor on me there and then pivoted out. But it was so unnecessary, and I was setting myself... my game plan was great, and I misplayed a couple of major things, and it should have been so much easier than it actually was. I think my strategy was solid, and I, in the battle, made it so much harder on myself than it needed to be. I have learned from my mistakes. I also hate Terra. I at least thought about it at the beginning of the battle and was thinking about it throughout the battle, but thinking about it so much so that even after he Terra'd, I was still thinking about him using Terra again. I think maybe I didn't really think about Terra that much on the Ogerpon was because it was such minimal impact when he did Terra with Ogerpon. Like he Terra'd to use U-turn. I think that was just so that he could guaranteed to be faster against Blaziken on the next turn in case I went for a Protect or something. But I don't really know. The way things played out, it had no impact on damage or speed or anything. So it just was gone from my mind after he swapped that Ogerpon out. So yeah, a couple of major mistakes. I got very lucky that I still won. Thankfully, Greninja was just insanely good in this matchup, so it was able to clean basically everything up once the Volcanion was dead. It's nice to get a win, but it is difficult to get a win, like frustrating to get a win and having played pretty poorly. So hopefully next week doesn't turn out. Hopefully next week I play well. I'll say that. That's all I'll say. Hopefully I play well. Of course I want to win, but I want to play well too. Hopefully I play better than this week. Also, my apologies for the audio on this video. You can probably tell the audio now in this section sounds much better. I have edited the
first part of the video and realized that my OBS settings were pretty badly messed up. It had my noise gate turned way up for some reason. I don't know why. So it sounded pretty blown out. I think the volume sounded okay, but the quality was a little bit like compressed, I guess. Hopefully it sounds better now. I also have fixed the damage calculator not showing up in the battle. I had to make some changes because I got a new monitor, so the monitor size is different. So the like area of the screen that I have to put my mouse in is different than what it used to be. So it's fixed now. It'll be fixed for week 2. Mic is fixed for week 2. Hopefully my gameplay will be fixed for week 2 as well. All right. Well, I have Mustard next week. I'm looking forward to that one. She's got a very thick team, very, very bulky stuff. So I will see you guys next week.